Alright, so we're pretty deep in the Switch's life at this point. There's not a whole lot of new things coming out for the Nintendo Switch as far as accessories, controllers, things like that. Most of it we've seen, most of it we've covered on this channel. But today I have some very, not what I would call everyday accessories. These are definitely weird things. Some of them you might really like, some of them you may have no use for, but I have 5 very, very strange accessories for the Nintendo Switch we're gonna take a look at today. Alright, the first thing we're gonna look at, I've actually done a video on. These are very cool. These are they're from Binbok, but they're branded as Duyoki. I think that's how you say it. I did a video on these. But these are basically GameCube controllers that are Joy-Cons. So you can take these off the middle thing here. You can put these on a Switch. You can just make your Switch into a GameCube. Just like that. And the cool thing about these ones, there are actually several of these on the market. Nixie makes a version of these as well. But why I like these ones so much better is they are actually, you can see right there, they're actually the same size as the Switch. So they're not huge and bulky. They do have a little bit on the back there where you can see where the sticks kind of sit in place there. They are very cool. They're small. They've got extra buttons on the back. They do not have the analog triggers, which doesn't really matter because on the Switch you don't really need those. But they look really cool. Honestly, they're nice and slim. They fit on there good. If you're playing Smash or something like that, these are basically perfect for that. And you can actually change the sticks out too. They come with other sticks. I don't have them right here. I don't know where they're at. They're somewhere. But you can change those out on both sides. They have 3 matching sets, so you can pretty much do whatever you want with them. They have a very nice D-pad. All the buttons feel very good. Binbok did a really good job with these ones. I have to say, I've been a little bit rough on Binbok and some of their stuff in the past, but these are very good. They're actually sending me a new controller that they have as well that should be here in a couple days. We're gonna do a video on that and some other controllers that are on the way, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you get subscribed for that. But yeah, these are cool. These are very cool. If you like GameCube, you like Smash, these are definitely something to look into. Alright, the next thing I want to show you is probably something you may not have seen yet, but you have probably at least heard about. Now, we all know the Joy-Cons on the Switch have a huge problem. It's drift. The sticks drift. They have a huge, massive, massive problem with it, but Gully Kit has come to our rescue with these. These are Hall Effect joysticks. So you can actually take the joysticks out of your original Joy-Cons and you can put these in. They are basically plug and play. As you can see here, they are exactly like the sticks you would take out of a Joy-Con. Now, if you've never taken one of the sticks out of a Joy-Con, I know that can probably sound a little intimidating. It's really not. If you're only taking the sticks out, it's actually pretty simple. You don't even have to take the Joy-Con all the way apart. You basically just open it up. You can take out 2 bolts, unplug the little ribbon cable, and you've basically got it out. And with these, you're not gonna have to worry about drift. These use magnets instead of anything that's actually touching surface to surface. That's what ends up messing these things up. The backs get pushed in. They don't make the right type of contact. Sometimes they get dirt in there and it kind of messes up the sensors. You don't have to worry about that with these. These are just magnets. So if you get these, you replace them on the Joy-Cons. Let's say you've got Zelda Special Edition Joy-Cons, Skyward Sword Joy-Cons you don't want to drift. This is your answer. This will fix it. Now, you can get these on their site. I'm gonna have links to all this stuff below as well. Now, these ones might not be really crazy. You may have heard of this, but the next 3, I don't think you've heard of any of these. Maybe one, but not all 3. The next one is this, and this may look like, I don't know. It kind of looks like a pregnancy test, if I'm being honest. It looks like a big yellow pregnancy test or a COVID test. That's not what this is. This is actually a controller for the Nintendo Switch, but it is not a controller like you would see an everyday controller like this or one of these. This is actually made for Mario Maker 2. Now, if you're making a level in Mario Maker, a lot of people like to use, your finger if you have it in handheld mode. You can move things around. You can use the touch screen. It does make it a lot easier to build things, but then when you want to test them, you've got to move back over to a controller. With this, you can actually just use this on the screen, do what you want to do, flip it over. It's got all the buttons you need. It's got up, down, left, right. It's got ZL, X, the home button, the A button, the Y button. That's all you really need. You're gonna be able to test your levels and build them all at the same time with this thing. So anyone out there who's still really into Mario Maker, I know there are a few of you still out there, and I'm sure there'll be another one. I'm sure there'll be a new one on the Switch 2. Probably gonna be touchscreen as well. This would come in handy for that. I found this on Amazon. I don't think I've seen this anywhere else, and I've had it in my cart for probably 6 months. I've been trying to find things to work on this video with, but this is probably the weirdest thing I would say that's on this list. But if you're into Mario Maker, you like building levels, you might want to check this out. All right, this next one is very cool. It's something that I probably wouldn't use that much because, as you guys know, I went all digital. I don't have that many cartridges left. I have 7 games physical right now. But the cool thing about this next one is kind of one of the reasons I went all digital. I hate having to get up, go over to the Switch, change out the cartridge, then come back down. It makes me not even want to play sometimes. If I'm like, oh, that cartridge isn't in there, you know what? I'm just gonna skip it. I'll just play it another time. And then sometimes I don't even end up coming back and playing the game later because I just, some people will say that's lazy, but you know what? Yeah, it is lazy. It's fine. Whatever. This solves that problem, at least a little bit. I know it's black, it's hard to see. If you can see there, this is the back. Now, what you're gonna do with this is you actually they have storage slots in the bottom. So you can store 4 games there. They don't play, but the top ones actually plug in just like the port of the Switch. What's in here? Oh, another physical game. Ring Fit Adventure. So you're gonna be able to put 4 games into this thing on the back here. What you do is there's these little legs right here. You attach it to the top of your dock, right? So you've got this thing as kind of a dock extension, as you can see here. It's got this cable. You put your Switch in the dock like this. You open up your game card slot and you just pop the little cable in there like that, and you're ready to go. Now you got to plug this thing in here too. But now you can put in 4 games right here. There's 1. Put in New Super Lucky's Tale. There's 2. Animal Crossing, and of course we will go with Cocomelon, everyone's favorite game. So I've got 4 in there, as you can see, 4 in there, and I'm gonna show you guys shots of this thing actually plugged in so you can see it working. But what you do is, there's a button right here on the top, right there. You press that button, and it's actually gonna cycle through each one of these games. So essentially you are loading 4 games at one time into your Switch. So you can just switch from game to game like that without having to open up the cartridge slot, put the other one in, take the other one out, put it away. You don't have to do any of that. All you gotta do is hit one button, sit back down, you got the next game ready to go. So that is very cool. I would have liked it a lot better if it could have seen all 4 of them on the menu, but as you can probably see in some of the shots I'm showing you now, the only one that will appear in the menu is the one that you have selected with the light. And the light turns different colors, so that's how you're gonna know which one you have selected. So that is a very cool thing. Again, not something that I'm probably gonna use a whole lot, but it's very cool for people who have a lot of physical games and maybe you've got 4, 5 that you're playing a lot. You can get them right there, easy access. It just makes things a little quicker, a little more streamlined. Now the last one, I'm gonna include it in this video, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I have not got this to work yet. I can see that it will work. It will work. There are some problems right now, which I think they are working on. They're going to fix this. This is a cool little thing. This is basically every Amiibo ever. This is every single Amiibo that Nintendo has ever put out on a keychain, and that is a very cool thing. The problem is, the application you have to use to make this work is WeChat, right? So you're gonna go to WeChat, and you're going to go to the mini programs, and the mini program you're gonna use is called NFC Tag Pro. So if you buy this thing, it's gonna come with a little code that you can scan so you can get this in your mini programs. It's right here, and as you can see here, it's got every game that takes Amiibos right there. So what you would do is, let's go to Tears of the Kingdom. Now it pops up all the Amiibos. It's even got the 2 new ones. It's got the Ganondorf and the Zelda one that aren't even released yet, which is very cool. So you go to that, you're gonna click that. This is where I'm having the problem. Now it's having trouble getting my location services, and it needs that to be able to use the Bluetooth, do whatever it needs to do. Oh, it's working. Oh, it worked. Oh, it worked. Okay, hang on. So now the new Princess Zelda, the Tears of the Kingdom Zelda amiibo is now on here. So let's get the Switch. Okay, so looks like it worked. It worked! It worked! Okay, so this thing works. Never mind. User error. I will say I did have some trouble getting it to work last night. I had a lot of trouble. Okay, it just works like nothing. Now let's try another one. Let's go with, all right, we'll go with Smash Brothers Link because it gives you some Twilight Princess stuff here. So we're gonna click it. We're gonna hold this. It beeps. Done. We got it. Wow, this is actually very easy. This is super cool. Okay, so now we're dropping more. Move it everywhere we can get to another one. All right, we drop this one. We're dropping amiibos, and it works. And you have literally every single amiibo. Let's see what we got. Did we get anything? Night Shield. Nah. Okay. Never mind. I was having trouble with this at first. It was having trouble getting my location, but now this seems to work flawlessly. And as I said, it's got all the Zelda amiibos right there. It's got Mario amiibos. Anything that you want, it's there. So you can scan whatever amiibo at whatever time. This is very cool. Okay, I'm much more excited about this now because it's actually working. I will have a link to this down below. This is very cool. All these things are very cool. If you guys have any other weird Nintendo Switch accessories that you want me to do maybe another video like this with, let me know what they are in the comments below. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like. Make sure you are subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.